My dear brothers and sisters, this gospel today is happening in the context of Jesus visiting Samaria. And we know that Jesus' beginning in Samaria was difficult because he was rejected. But the apostles' actions bore the hallmarks of what he wants to accomplish. The apostles wanted to punish those Samaritan people, but Jesus rebuked them. Jesus is there to save, not to condemn. The path Jesus showed us, my brothers and sisters, is the path we too will follow if we want to go to the places he goes. We must be prepared for rejection. But we also have to be prepared to forgive, to not pay back the same way, even if that causes us pain. God will heal our hearts. So what places did Jesus have to go? And all of us too. For each of us on this journey that we who wish to proclaim his gospel, we have to take, we must meet two conditions. The first is to pray, because there is so much work and so few workers. Praying is what Jesus did and was doing moments before, and what he is always did. That is, to be united with the Father in heaven, the Father who listens and nourished by his word. His word is what he transmits, because he does what he saw the Father do. Praying is what Jesus did most, my brothers and sisters, so that there would be more workers for the kingdom. But also, prayer heals. Prayer gives us peace. During prayer, we talk to God. We sometimes crying, or we keep silence. So prayer is very important to heal our pains. The second condition is bring peace and heal, cure, and comfort the sick. Not only physically, but spiritually. And it is not by our own power that we can do it, my brothers and sisters, but by the power Jesus gave us to tell everyone that the kingdom is near. What is this kingdom that is near? In reality, it's the same Jesus Christ, who is close to every person, who goes to hear his gospel, who will receive his sacraments. So Jesus sent the apostles. And the gospel says that at the end, after this first stage of this mission, they return and express their joy, their happiness, because even the demons submitted to them in Jesus' name. But maybe there is a problem here. Protagonism. A temptation that feel like protagonists, to feel like that we can do everything without God's help. We don't know if they experience that temptation. What we do know, my brothers and sisters, is that Jesus corrected them. Do not be so happy or joyful about this. Rejoice that you are saved instead. That is, Jesus has given them power to walk on serpents, to overcome the enemy, to not be harmed. This, with the Lord, is definitely the final stage of that process, which began when they began to make disciples. The apostles were with him and listened to him. Then he sent them out, and they were doing what he had done. But finally, they will end up with him forever. And my brothers and sisters, this is truly the destiny of what it means to be a disciple and a missionary of Jesus Christ. To make others, people, disciples of Jesus, bringing them to him. This is our duty as Christians. But we have to learn. First, we have to be with him, to hear, to be close to the teacher. And remember that the gospel says that he called 72. And at the end, how many stand with him? Just two. His mother and John the apostle. Where were the other 70? And there is in our church disciples that follow Jesus in a certain way. People who tell you today, I love you, I'll be with you to the end, and tomorrow they abandon you. That's what many disciples did with Jesus. I will follow you wherever you go. And that happens in family. Mom, I will obey you, and we don't obey. Dad, I will obey you, and we don't obey. Father, I will be with you. I will serve the church. You had my help, my prayers. And next day, that people abandoned you. That happens many times with Jesus' disciples. So let us feel called in this sense to follow the Lord wherever he may go. Always praying, my brothers and sisters, always praying. Go with him with determination, trusting in the power of the Lord. In whatever touches us at each moment and in every circumstance of life. Because the most important thing about is that we ultimately will be with him. And with the brothers and sisters who in the midst of their misery, problems, rejection, disappointments, they still believe and continue to believe in Jesus. Follow him wherever he goes. So if you want to be a truly disciple of Jesus Christ, be prepared for rejection.